And welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us this beautiful morning. My name's Athena, for those that don't know, and I'll be leading our conversations this morning, or our service, sorry. A little bit about Sanctuary Church for those who may not have joined us before. Sanctuary is a 508c1a faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. It is our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion, which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and personal experiences of our modern members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We strongly encourage anyone facing trauma, recovery, or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help and support you in reconnecting with the universal source of healing, your own divine spirit. As we get ready to begin today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if they are not muted already. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about, feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now is a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. And please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we will begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled A Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text, Currently Dry Those Tears, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. A second reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching. And after that, we'll bring the official service to a close. From there, we'll move into an optional discussion period led by Emma today. And we have allotted an hour and a half for this portion until noon, and do invite you to participate if you feel called. So with that, I will open up our service. And welcome and thank you for joining our sanctuary community in celebration. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. I invite Courtney.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Athena. I apologize in advance. My voice is wavering this morning. I think the cold is giving my throat a hard time, but alas, here we go. I invite you to join me in a 5-minute meditation. So if you're not in a comfortable position already, I invite you to get in a comfortable position, make any adjustments in your seat that you need to. You can put your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your belly. And take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Continue to breathe. This meditation is all about dropping in to the present moment. Noticing whatever is here with you right now in this moment. You may begin by noticing physical sensations. Maybe that's the feeling of your heartbeat on your hand. Or the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. Just notice whatever sensations you may be experiencing. As you go deeper into the here and now, you'll likely notice more things like sounds. You might start to hear sounds you didn't notice before. Just notice these things. Also noticing any inclination you might have to change that you might be experiencing. Just notice that. You notice your mind drifting off into the future or the past. Just gently bring it back right here. Using our breath as an anchor to this moment. As we move back into the service space, invite you to take a few more intentional breaths. Offer yourself gratitude for showing up this morning, for yourself and your community. And just offering your body some gratitude for being here and serving you as it does. When you're ready, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your body a little bit. Open your eyes and come back into the service space.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
We'll now go into our litany of gratitude, and I invite you to unmute your mics and join me when I say, we live in all things live in us. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in
all things.
All
things live in us.
We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live in
all things.
All things live in us.
We call to each other, we listen to each other, our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live
in all things.
All
things live in
us.
We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in
all things.
All things live in us.
We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in
all things.
All things
live in us.
We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions.
We live in all things.
All things live in us.
If you mute your mics back. Thank you, everyone. And I invite Kevin for our first reading.
Good morning. Let's dry those tears, chapter 8. When you say I am, you are individualizing the principle of life. You're declaring your indissoluble union with God. You're talking about the part of your being that is not subject to death. Jesus said, before Abraham was, I am. Before his physical body appeared on this plane, I was. After your physical body disappears from this plane, you shall be. From the universal standpoint, I am means God. From the individual standpoint, I am means the spiritual self. The I am in you is the life of you, and without this I am, you could not be. The I am in the human you see is God. That which beside there is no other. It cannot be cut or reasoned out. The I am of the human is permanent, fixed, and true. Moses is told by God, I am that I am, and there is no one else. You are forever with your God. You are forever God. One of the most beautiful illustrations of this principle is the life cycle of the butterfly. It moves unerringly through the egg-worm chrysalis stage to bring life to the triumphant, beautiful winged creature that so delights us. When you hold the lowly acorn in your hand, you are holding not only the acorn, but the potential for tons and tons of timber. The acorn itself weighs just a fraction of an ounce, but when it falls to the earth and dies, it produces a great tree. The I am of the tree was within the I am of the acorn. We are no different.
Thank you, Kevin. And now, if you have that journal nearby, we'll do a short reflection. And today, I'd like you to reflect, how do you understand this concept of I am as the God self? Can you feel the power behind the declarative statement, I am? What would happen if we were more conscious of how we used this declaration? It'll give us 5 minutes to kind of mull over this. You'd like to begin finishing up your thoughts. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. Invite Stephen up.
Good morning, everyone. Tao Te Ching, chapter 48. Learning consists of daily accumulating. The practice of Tao consists in daily diminishing. Keep on diminishing and diminishing until you reach the state of non-ado. No ado, and yet nothing is left undone. To win the world, one must renounce all. If one still have private ends to serve, one will never be able to win the world. The farther you go, the less you know. Thus, the sage knows without traveling, sees without looking, and achieves without ado.
Thank you, Stephen. Now begin closing out our service today with some announcements. We just finished our third group retreat and it went really well. So thank you everyone who sent good vibes for all of our members and for everyone that helped make that happen. March 29th, this Tuesday, we'll have our Sacred Circle at our Broadway location led by Eric at 5:30. We do ask that you pre-register for that event. On April 2nd, Courtney will be hosting our first Women's Circle here in Louisville at our Broadway location at 2 p.m. And we also ask that you register for any of our events in the Broadway location. We have postponed and moved Autumn's cacao ceremony to May 21st at 2 p.m. And we will have some more events happening this month, so keep an eye out for any announcements or emails that come in. You can also always access our events and registration links at our event calendar on our website. We will be starting a new book next week, so we have just closed out Dry Those Tears, and we will begin reading the Tao of Pooh to further explore our relationship with the Tao Te Ching, which is really exciting. As a reminder, we do have our More Than Integration coaching for those that would like to dive a little bit deeper into their experiences with different entheogens. And we also are developing our cleric and minister training program. And so if you are interested in learning more about what that will look like, there is a link on the website to submit your email so we can send you some updates. With that, if you have enjoyed the service and or the community conversations afterwards, we would love it if you would consider making a donation to help support the efforts of the church. All donations received gratefully go towards current programs, implementation of new programs, and operating expenses. And by donating, you help bring to reality the visions of Psanctuary Church. Our community consists of families and individuals from all walks of life and is open to individuals from any faith or background, and our growing list of integration coaches and therapists. If you, like many others throughout history, hold these mushrooms as a sacrament for sincere and intentional spiritual practice and would like to be a part of this community, we invite you to head over to the membership application page and begin the membership process. You should see a link thread. Becoming a member is a 5-step process, which includes a discovery call with us, Members of Sanctuary Church have access to our growing list of integration coaches and therapists, members-only events, including sacrament opportunities, our member portal, and our members-only Discord chat, which is a daily connection with the community. Also, if you'd like to support these services by volunteering to read for the group or lead our meditation, please send me an email at info@sanctuary.org or in the Discord chat if you're in there as well. With that, I'd like to recognize we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. I'm sending everyone lots of love today. I will end our recording